This is my audience. Hello, my name is Alex Gambrell and I am 23 years old. I am born and raised in Anderson, and truly I could not imagine myself being anywhere else. Growing up, I used to look at Anderson as a small town with not so many opportunities. I'm sure we all have those moments where we threaten to move as far away as possible one day. Fortunately, as I've gotten older, I've realized how valuable your roots are. Currently, I'm not married and still living at home with my parents. At first, this was a tad bit discouraging. I constantly would get on social media, seeing people move forward in their careers, get married, have children, and their lives seemed to be falling into one place. When I was around 19, I began to develop anxiety and a sense of loneliness I could not explain. It was as if I was going through the motions, but things didn't make sense around me. I've always been a planner, type A if you will. Life always seemed easier when there was structure and order, until your idea of normal is disrupted. Growing up, I had the perfect version of my life and how it was going to be. I would graduate high school, attend a four-year university, graduate, and eventually meet my husband and begin growing our family. When this idea was disrupted, I began to feel lost, and a feeling I had never experienced before. This went on for a while. I learned to deal with anxiety by taking medication and kept conditioning myself to avoid the feelings that bothered me. Seems like things were going back to normal, right? Wrong. After trying the easy route of medication, I realized I am much stronger than I give myself credit for. So, what is it going to hurt if I pursue other remedies? I began seeing a cognitive behavioral therapist. Most people think of therapy as someone laying on a couch, venting and crying about their feelings. This type of therapy focuses on your thoughts and works to change your behaviors associated with those thoughts. I wanted another quick fix. Unfortunately, my therapist was good with tough love and assured me this was not going to be easy, but it'll be much worth it in the end. The first step was letting go of my expectations and opening myself up to new practices. For the first year, I struggled because whenever I started to feel good, bad always followed. Again, I felt discouraged, but mostly annoyed because things weren't working the way I wanted them to. Then the unexpected began to happen without me even realizing it. During this time, I learned more about myself than I ever had. I realized how I was the same girl I've always been, the one with hopes and dreams and expectations of how her life should go. But I was also a new version of myself too. The one who developed confidence, strength, and courage to let go and just be. The short version I'm telling you makes it seem like I had some miraculous realization. It was hard having to open up, accepting things that did not make sense, and realizing that everyone has their own plan. There may be people moving forward in their careers, getting married, and having kids, but I am not those people. Sure, life seems easier when you're used to living by your own rules and expectations, but I have learned to grow and prosper in the unknown. Where will you be if you step out of your comfort zone? Currently, I am in my last semester at Tri-County. My original plans were to graduate with an associate's degree in business management. I don't think you can go wrong with a business degree because there is such a wide range of job opportunities. However, since learning more about myself these past few years, I have discovered a passion for counseling and therapy. I plan to return back to school after the semester and obtain my license to open my own practice one day. This idea of starting over used to scare me, but I am now more than ready than ever to use my strengths to achieve my highest hopes and dreams. Thank you.